longer. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey, Roman, let's go. Y'all feel me? Okay, enough of that. Enough of that.
That's our
So, y'all, welcome to Social Media Buzz, y'all, and welcome me. My name is Coach MJ, and that is my new co-host, Roman, upcoming coach, y'all, upcoming coach. So, what's going on with you, Roman?
Nothing. Just ready for this buzz that we about to spill.
You ready for the buzz? Okay, so y'all, so for those who don't know what is social media buzz, I actually like telling stories. So I decided to start telling stories that people is not talking about. So social media buzz is gonna be big lit tonight, y'all. We're gonna get it on moving, we're gonna get it on crack-a-lacking. So we got a few stories to talk about. I got my own stories, Roman got his own stories, so we're gonna mix them up. We want everybody that is actually viewing, please tap in, comment and stuff, y'all. So I hope I ain't glitching. It look like I'm glitching, but I hope I ain't. So the first story we're gonna kick it off with is, first off, y'all, disclaimer. This is our own personal research. We not conflicting nobody else information. We giving our own opinions because there's gonna be some opinions up here. Y'all feel me? So let me look up the first story so we actually can look it up. I'm on the wrong phone right now. So the first story we gonna talk about, y'all, is, I'm trying to think which ones I want to start off with. Okay, we're gonna start off with the funny story, y'all. We're gonna start off with Foxy Brown. Yeah, let's start off with that one, y'all. So actually I did a reel on Foxy Brown and Keith Murray. Now back in the days, Keith Murray probably was the man. Y'all feel me? But he ain't the man no more. And we're gonna look at a little bit about what he said. We're gonna look a little bit about what he said, and then we'll get into the story, y'all. Because it's really funny to me, you know. So.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
Got a little commercial.
Looking forward to this?
We make junk disappear. Oh, you.
Okay, let's check it out here.
So Foxy Brown and Redman was at the House of Blues that night when you and Tupac almost got into it. And I noticed, yo, you name dropped Foxy Brown a few times in this interview. I had no idea y'all was that cool, yo.
So me and Foxy Brown, we became close with each other, like passing each other, and we became intimate friends, right? So in LA, at the House of Blues, I'm with Def Squad. We rock the house, bring it down. Yo, the rap, this is done. After the show, this is around the time when she was going with Corrupt.
And look at this shit.
He was married or not.
This nigga lost his man.
After the show, you know, because I've seen her in Brooklyn too, and sometimes, and I was dealing with, I was trying to, you know, date her, boyfriend, girlfriend. And then Wendy Williams on the radio was like celebrity sightings. They seen us coming out of a hotel. And then Eric Sermon was like, yo, she got you, Keith. Wendy got you. They talk about you.
Hold on, y'all. Let me push pause on this, y'all. I see my filter is still on. Let me take this off. Okay. It's off.
I miss how you doing?
Okay, no, my filter was on, so it's moving fast. So y'all, let's get back into this.
Yeah, it's cool. I want to be spotted. But after the show, like, we rocked hardcore, went into the hotel, and she gave me hardcore head. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore head. And now it was, but I never f***ed her. And then she was with Corrupt at that time, so we was coming out of the hotel after she gave me head, sat me in the chair, gave me head. So we was coming out of the hotel, the Lamar Trion, and we was going, the Corrupt was coming, he was coming, and I said, she was coming out the hotel, the elevator, and we was walking. And I said, oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to pan, and with the East Coast, West Coast going on. And she said, and I said, yo, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to pin two rappers against each other. So I spent off, and went the other way. And she went right to him. And that was around the time when she was with him. You know what I'm saying? And God bless the dead. I ain't gonna say nothing, but at the Apollo, DMX.
Oh my God.
Bomb blue, wop. With her, you know what I'm saying? But with me, yo, your head. Then I was going to Brooklyn and Ingrid. She's like, no,
my lashes cold. I wait.
Brother's room, Keith. No, not here. Head, bang, bang, bang. Over in the hotel. Then they got married. I was like, oh, that's when I knew females are no go. Yo, she's a mean artist. Whopping me off. Married to this dude. But I don't know if they was married at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was around that era. And then they was beefing with the other girl, the Nivea, I think Corrupt was with at that time. That time. Word. Yo, can you imagine your wife, a rapper, whopping off a nigga and then walking when she was trying to use me? It could have been guns popping that night. In there. In that lobby. Because I used to do the raises with the mouth. I had the raises all the time. So they would have had me in somewhere in LA locked up, slicing over some kitty cat with her. You know what I'm saying? Foul, wow moment. Word is bomb. I kid you not. I kid you not. Whip, wop, galore. He was loving her.
I mean, the way you talking about it, man, I had no idea you and her had this kind of relationship, but I mean, the way you talking about it, she must got a serious hair game, man. Her hair game must be elite.
Suck a nickel to a straw.
My 8-year-old up here laughing. I don't know what he laughing at. Hey everybody. Okay, so let me tell y'all. Y'all, let me get myself together. Let me fix my crown on this shit. Okay, so first off, I used to use drugs. So it's something actually apparently wrong with him because he can't even get his speech out. That's first off, y'all. Let's just pay attention to that. So Foxy Brown actually snapped back and another person ended up coming back. I was saying that he called them and told them that he was just going to tell this damn story and he was going to show how stupid people is, which is us, and we was going to take it and run with it. But he also, he got somebody's name in his mouth. Now, I can see her maybe messing around with him 20 years ago, you know. But now, you know what I'm saying, he should have kept that to himself. So she said, crackhead Murray need to keep his name out her goddamn mouth. She said, dope fiend Murray need to go take a damn bath, okay? and put some respect on her goddamn name. You feel me? So the with his cheesy ass, he's still around here. He going like he doing a whole lot of videos on this story, y'all, and then it changed several times. But all he know is that she can suck a nickel out of a straw. So what is y'all take on this? Because I know I got pictures out there. I actually, when I was younger, I thought it was really cute to take nude pictures. I took over 5,000 of them, y'all. And the guy, he was like 80 years old. He just passed away last year. His niece called a few people that she found they sets, and she made a promise that we could meet up and get our stuff back, and it never happened. So I don't know what she actually did with my photos. You know what I'm saying? I had some photos like shooting basketball, and y'all feel me, like you know. So I can imagine a story being true, you know, but he can't even remember. He like, I had razors in my mouth back then. That's when I just stopped listening to it. You razors. So you actually going back in and out your mind, thinking that you still living in this time. He clearly was saying, I mean, like for real, Ashley, like he was like over the top, had like for real. So another person went live. I don't know her name. I'm sorry, I don't know her name, y'all. But she went live, taking up for him, saying that he was a legend, and saying that everybody was actually just putting him out here and using him like that. They was the people who he actually supposed to be making money for. This is what they doing with him. So y'all really, I can believe the industry. You know, like they say, the industry puts you to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you got a story that you want to talk about as well as Rihanna. So we're gonna bring that story forth before I go into the other story, because I want to keep them kind of categorized. But I can feel Foxy Brown being really mad about it. She didn't, y'all look it up. She done made like a little snap disc or whatever, whatever. But I said mainly what she had to say to him, and he said, and then something else. You know, it was just funny talking about she got down like she got down on him like a ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some things that he have actually walked around and said that he actually getting interviews. He get like big interviews, and the coat that he had on, y'all, I bought them coats out of formal meals for like $59 last year for my kids. You seen that coat he had on, like for real, like turn up. So you know, like that's embarrassment to her name and to her past. How you feel about that, Robin?
I feel like it was funny.
It is funny, but remember, he also messing with somebody's name.
Right. So like you said, how he was explaining, I'm like, you gonna mess up her name like this?
But he had. You can tell, like Ashley say, he clearly was had. Like it wasn't. It was not. It was just crazy, y'all. So if y'all actually want to see that full story, just look it up on YouTube. Keith Murray. You feel what I'm saying? So Roman, let's talk a little bit about Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So Rihanna actually back in the scenes, y'all, with her baby. I can't really understand why this is so popular, but Roman about to tell us why this is so popular about her baby.
So like before she had, well, no, like after she had them, it was just like she was hiding them from social media
Why y'all want to see her baby?
so they could talk about them.
Is that so? Well, okay, so but how you gonna talk about a millionaire baby?
Right.
That baby
So,
they had 3 chins, you know, like for real. So I actually looked into the story, and let me go to Rihanna right now because I wrote Rihanna down. Mainly is that Rihanna just want to actually raise her baby in a private life, and her and what is his name, ASAP.
hmm
Her and ASAP is actually being cautioned, so they not gonna never reveal their baby name. She said that. So, hey, 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 sexy, hey, daddy, sexy, sexy, sexy. Hey, but she said that she not gonna reveal her baby name. And I can actually say why not, because paparazzi can find out where these kids go to school and stuff at once they know their name. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, and if I had a certain amount of money, Roman, let's just keep it real, everybody on here, y'all know y'all wouldn't want y'all kids to be having all that pressure of the paparazzi and not being able to be a kid like you were.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it. A lot of people from success, right, Roman, they actually came from poverty. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want their kids too much, but and then I noticed he a little spoiled, you know what I'm saying? So she better get that together. And he happy, he a happy baby, so yeah, that you got to be really happy when you wanna do the baby stuff. Who is that said Adam?
That's my friend. So no, we gotta wait.
Oh
This
yeah.
just
Yeah, gotta give us you give us a minute though, but you can actually join, but we got a little segment going, but you can actually join up, and give us your overall view of the show or whatever when we get off. You feel me, beautiful? So I actually can understand that. So what was your take on everything? Like what pissed you off, or was you one of the ones that wanted to see her? Am I echoing?
I wasn't one of the ones that wanted to see her.
Mm, mm.
Like I knew she was pregnant. I knew she had the baby. If she want to keep the baby a secret, let her keep it a secret.
Yeah, I can actually say that I don't understand that. Like, it's a lot of stars, babies that we don't know. Like, maybe because she on the top 10 or something like that. So you feel me?
So,
Like that's something.
how I feel about that story. I feel like if she ain't want her baby to be in the spotlight, she ain't had to put her baby on TikTok. But
Well, she didn't.
the reason why she did it is because people was talking to her, telling her if you don't post your baby on social media, we gonna do something bad to your baby. And I found that out
Oh
on
yeah.
Instagram. No, I found that out
Oh
on
shit.
YouTube.
Oh, so people was well. So I wouldn't. Well, like, and it, don't think y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's people y'all done seen people get over them fences in the people houses and try to hurt them. So you got to be careful too what you wish for too. You want to be famous and all. You feel me? But you got to be careful what you wish for, because that come along with a lot of responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? Them people make big decisions for a lot of their followers. We got followers. If they eating shoot, they gonna eat shoot. Whatever they post, they gonna get. You know what I'm saying? That's where they come in on. That's true, friend, and that's where they come in on followers. When you get a lot of followers, they want you to advertise and start and selling stuff, because the people who follow you gonna act. They gonna do what you doing.
Right.
So that's why
So
you
I had
gotta get it.
so I had made a post and I was just like, we'll talk to all of her fans. I'm like, so y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted her to post her baby. She posted him on TikTok. Y'all just ain't about to get a name.
Well, that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want to say, though. But at the same time, I'm gonna wish Rihanna and ASAP the best of raising their child to the best of their ability, and hopefully their relationship is full of love and peace. That's what people need to be wishing that young couple. Love and peace. So, and then everybody knows she's been in an abusive relationship. So of course she's very protective about her baby. Right now. So, going into your next story, because we're gonna keep the music industries together. You actually and was talking about Nas X. Now tell me about this man, because I looked him up now.
So with Nas X, Little Nas X.
Mm.
So I have found the story, and it say that he got a baby, but he in the community, the LGBTQ community.
Mm.
So how he have a baby?
Okay, so I actually looked into this story, y'all. And I think I'm echoing a little bit, but this is actually him. But this like a year ago, y'all feel me? Like y'all see this shit, like y'all see this shit, y'all feel me? But ain't nothing wrong with it because you got really transgender men that's having they babies. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So this is what happened is that first off, he ain't had no baby, like really had no baby. That was a something that he was making, and then on top of that, he is supposed to have a son, you know. But remember, he didn't come out saying that that's the way, you know, he didn't come out with his sexuality. So y'all, let's just think about it. He could actually been he he had relations with other with the opposite, you know. So it could actually be his baby, you know.
What I'm saying is take the test.
So but the baby don't look like him, not to me.
Not to me either.
But you know, some people take in like y'all build right, y'all build community.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all build other opposite family. So why he can't be offended if he believe that's his son?
Right. That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? So you know, I did look into that, but they not really saying nothing because I found out that he liked to catfish a lot. So we can't really believe what's going coming on out the young man's mouth.
Right.
You know. Then he already pissed Boosie off.
That's true.
That, nobody pissed off that hood nigga.
True story.
Yeah, that's true. So, am I echoing a little bit?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I feel like I'm echoing though. Okay, so that actually is. But what you think? What if you the one you want a baby? We supposed to say that ain't your baby?
Well, wait.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on now, let's talk about this. If you came up with a baby, me and your mom be like, that ain't none of your damn baby.
And I would be like, that is my baby because it look just like me.
And we'd be like, no, you in the community.
True.
You know, I'm just saying what you just said. You know, like you in the community. How did that happen?
Right. I'm like, well, mama, I got to see her again. Auntie, I got to see her again. So that's how it happened.
Well, people do live life, you know, and let's just keep it real. 9 times out of 10, it's a lot of people that it go both ways. Just keep it real. They not gonna actually be comfortable to say that they do. No, because people fake. You feel what I'm saying? But you got one person just go more that other way. You know what I'm saying? So that part. But I can believe that could be his baby. He in the industry.
Right.
You have women out here with some hard ass looking bodies. They, you know, I ain't talking about no, you know, like I'm talking about really hard, you
Right.
know. So you can make things happen, and you got women out here that want to be pregnant by him, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
I would just say to Lil Nas, take the test.
take the test. Yeah, but they said it's a photo. It's a photo surfaced up
Mm-hmm.
with him holding the baby. So let's see what Ashley say. I think it's a spiritual with him making himself looking pregnant. Ain't no man star or give no birth. Right. So, you know, like when I seen it, I had to go back and look at the man. I was like, is he born a female? You know, because that can't happen, you know, but he ain't even born no female. I said, oh, this is some
No,
bullshit.
I
You
know
know what
why
I'm
he
saying?
did. I know why he did that picture. He did it.
Everybody baby don't look like them, but it still be their baby. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, I ain't gonna even lie. Me and my sister we really thought that her oldest daughter was somebody because in our man he looked like she looked at, but it wasn't. It was not. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, Carmine. Hey, Carmine. I actually didn't ever see that coming, so I can actually say that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful on how you say things. See, if you would have never talked to me, you would have really thought that it was really astonishing that he can have a baby. But you want to have a baby, and you know how you gonna make that baby.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So don't be. That's how he was. That's how he made that baby. Okay. So for real. So that part. And some men want babies. Don't matter what their sexual preference
Right.
is. So that part is what it is. So did you have anything else you wanted to say about that story before we move on to the
No,
next one?
I want the next story. We go to
Yes.
the next story.
So all these stories, y'all, is actually being able to look up. This is just our own little critical thing. And let's see him again. It look real though. Like that's
Now
crazy.
that one,
And then hold on. Wait a minute. This is at his baby shower, y'all. So he actually decided to take the act to another level, and he decided to have a baby shower. And y'all, when he went in there with his blindfolds on, this true story, did nobody come to the baby shower? Nobody. But he did receive hey Coach Shaq, he did receive a big gifts from different stars. Y'all feel me? So I don't know, like if they playing out it with him or whatever, but I don't think that's a good game to play with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And here we go again. Can I see it? Let's make it bigger. Let's make it bigger, y'all.
he did that for his album.
I know, but this is why everybody think he was who he is. But I could have just posted that picture and ran with it. Y'all feel me? Like this is what the media do. Just like Keith Murray said. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get on here and tell the story that Foxy Brown dropped me off like a ninja, and then you know what I'm saying, he said he gonna go viral. And he did. You feel what I'm saying? And he did. So y'all, let's move along to the next story. This next story is, I'm gonna leave that one for last, but this next story right here, y'all probably actually have heard about this one, and this one right here is a little heart-wrenching. So now we're getting into the real stories. You hear me? Okay. No, that's wrong one. Yeah, wait a minute, I meant the wrong one.
Oh, y'all,
Okay.
it's actually
There you go.
my granddaddy's anniversary.
It is. Look at you. You up there looking up. So, y'all, this actually is going to be the story about the 4-year-old little boy who actually passed away doing the swimming lessons. And I just wanted to talk about this a little bit, and I think any mom do that have a child. You know what I'm saying? So, we just listen to the intro.
Denise Jefferson has more on how families now pushing for laws to help prevent a similar tragedy from happening to anyone else.
Say, I am loved.
I am loved.
Say, I am amazing.
I am amazing.
Say, I am wonderful.
For Dory Scott, every day without the smile and laughter of her 4-year-old son Izzy is tough.
It's an unimaginable pain, that me and my family deal with every day.
The 4-year-old drowned earlier this summer during a private swim lesson in Burke County, a tragedy Scott could have never imagined.
No one should lose their child sitting in the swim lesson,
The GBI in Thompson is now investigating the case. Georgia laws currently don't address swim lessons in private pools, though there are regulations for schools and daycares. Scott says she wants to see that change.
I just feel like it could have been prevented had there been more laws in place, and I feel like if we get laws in place, it could help save other kids' lives.
Scott says her push for change also led her to start the Israel Scott Foundation to bring awareness and help prevent swim instructor-led drownings. Saturday, a benefit concert at Macedonia Church of Grovetown will help raise funds to start the foundation.
It's about making everybody aware and making the whole community a part of fixing things in the community.
Black Panther forever.
Scott says the Black Panther was Izzy's favorite superhero, and now the foundation will give Izzy a chance to become a hero himself.
Superheroes, what do? They help save lives. So I want you to remember him as a superhero. He's going to help save lives.
In Augusta, Denise Jefferson, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Okay, y'all, that's a sad story. Okay, so let me catch y'all up on that story.
In 2018, 7-year-old
let me go back.
Amy McCardell was sunbathing outside.
Okay, first off, the swimming coach name was Lexi. Lexi is a swimming coach that wasn't going by none of the rules, as I found out. Lexi had a lot of stuff against her. A lot of people had complained about her having too many children and not having enough help. So Lexi also was known to leave her son in control of the class sometime. And at this particular time, she had 10 people. And I found out that you only supposed to have 6 kids to one instructor. So she was 4 kids over her eye. You feel me? Or her eye perimeter. It's only 6 kids that you can keep an eye on. So she needed 2 instructors off the rip. So at the end of the day, somehow she had a clause that you couldn't sit and watch the swimming class. And I know that mama regret that shit. I'm sorry to say it like that. And may Israel, his name is Israel Scott, but we're going to call him Izzy because that's what his parents and them called him. But he actually had really fun at swim, lessons. He had asked her before, was he going to drown? So he had to have some type of experience at this place to make him think that. So somehow at that swimming lesson, he ended up at the deeper end of the pool without nobody seeing him. Now, if you're an instructor and you know you don't have enough, it ain't no way in hell you're going to lose none because you don't want to be proved wrong. You don't want to be out. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So when they was getting out and on their way in from the lesson, her granddaughter noticed Izzy face down in the water. She jumped in. Now, man, y'all, Dory Scott, she out here in the parking lot waiting on her son to get through with his class. Y'all feel me? So they try to revive him. One of the parents come out really angry, but with tears in her eyes, and she said, go in there and get your baby. And she said, Miss Scott said she just lost it. She said off the rip, she knew there was something wasn't right in the tone of the mother's voice. And y'all know that a mother you can hear a mother scream, you know it's not nothing good. You feel what I'm saying? So the bottom line is she went in there and she said she would never forget that scene. It just keep replaying in her head how she seen her son laying on that ground and them trying to revive her. But so what happened was when the ambulance truck got there, his eyes was full of water and they was rolled in the back of his head. So his brain was dead, but his body did come back. It started beating, but the brain was dead. And they didn't want him to live like that. And I ain't mad at them. And they had to make probably the hardest decision in their life to not let him live on that machine. See, we can get selfish, y'all. You know, they could have actually just kept him alive for their own selfish reason, you know, because they give you the choice, you know. So I send my deepest condolences out there to that family because I know for a fact after I found out I couldn't stay there and watch my baby, I wouldn't even did the class because that's how I'm cut, you know. But a lesson learned from her be taught to so many mothers and fathers, you know. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't be a chaperone. And then on top of that, that lady needed help there anyway. She needed help there anyway. So why wouldn't she let a parent stay up in there? And then the parent that ended up trying to help revive him was a parent that was in there getting, no, give me that. I be done with it. It was a parent that was actually getting ready to sign her student up, her son up, or her child, whatever, girl or boy, I don't know. But she was getting ready to sign her child up for that class. Y'all feel me? see how God work, you know. But at the end of the day, that they charged her with like misdemeanor, like she ain't justice ain't gonna never be, and she never reached out to the family. But when she was asked by the news, that she told them some stuff like they told her not to reach out to them, and the family like if it's this tragic, you can't let nobody tell you not to get in touch with nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So she sent the little funky ass sympathy card. I'm gonna say it just like that. The words was not heartfelt. They was not. They was so bullshit. You hear what I'm telling y'all? I gotta say it like that. You know, as a mother, that card I would have been ready to body somebody. So the bottom line is that they can't get in touch with each other no more. Right as case is going on, they reimbursed her money for the swimming lessons.
That's just terrible.
Y'all hear what I said? They didn't reimburse her for her swimming lessons. No, you gon' they. And this is what I'm saying too. No amount of money can actually make you feel better about losing your child or losing anybody that your loved ones. You know, like anybody, especially if they was wrongfully killed. Oh, you feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Hey, Lord, what's going on, Lord? He doesn't
That's true.
matter. It
True.
doesn't matter what she do. It will never bring her son back. Right. If no matter what she do, that's what I'm saying, beautiful. Terry, y'all, y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is how it would have been for me. And I'm going to tell y'all the honest to God truth. And I ain't trying to lie to y'all or nothing, but when I seen my son down there on that ground and he didn't get up, I would have threw her ass over in that pool, and it would have been on and popping because she was going out with him. I ain't playing, y'all. I would have just gave up my little freedom and everything because she was gonna get it. She was gonna get it. We wasn't gonna be sitting up there waiting on no ambulance truck or no police. By the time they got there, it was gonna be two bodies to be scraped up, if not mass with them too. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? Because it was going down. I was gonna put her in. I was gonna take her down. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said I know for a fact that man, she could have just been over my son doing some CPR, and I would have took one of them big old things they be having on that wall, and I would have bashed her head up in there. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was something going on with her. See, she wasn't doing her job. She wasn't attentive. You feel what I'm saying? And I would have. That's all would have been going up in my mind. Like, what was you doing while my baby was drowning? Y'all feel me? So that's the kind of stories that's out here that we not talking about because this young man passed away in Georgia in June. You know, so I'm keeping Izzy alive on this platform because that was just totally wrong. It was not. It's just wrong. Y'all feel me? Just wrong. I couldn't even imagine. And I was 7 years old when I first did my swimming lesson. I wanted my mama to come, but she didn't. Y'all feel me? Like for real. I remember when I had swimming in middle school. Mr. Sack ass probably ain't alive no more with his old cool walking ass. But he used to break out with his video camera every Friday when it was free swimming suit day. Y'all feel me? You know, so like for real, it's been some things that's actually been going on. So I didn't have to really write this one down. Anything you got to say about that, Roman? I feel you on that, friend. They be when oh no, that'd be when they giving me some tissues on my sleeve. Right, you feel me? I be bodied up, you feel me? And I'll be in there probably half dead my damn self, you feel what I'm saying? Because keep it real, you can just take me out with y'all ass. I
Now,
done did what I want to
now
do.
with this,
You know what I'm saying?
now with this, now with this topic, I feel
Yeah,
like it broke my heart. Like, should no parent ever see their kid on the ground non-responsive?
yeah.
Because I know when I was his age, my mom used to take me to swimming lessons, and it
Mm-hmm.
could have happened to me. But I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
this. She coming with me. My mama coming with me. Let's go.
That's sad. That is so sad. Y'all, I just was thinking about that. Like, y'all, sometimes you gotta give. I mean, I do these stories, but they sometimes I have to give them a moment of silence. And then I got a lot of people that I follow because I'm just coming out the dark ages myself, and I'm learning things. You feel what I'm saying? And these stories is important, you know, and it's important for people to talk about them. So the last story me and Roman gonna actually do, and maybe the Scott family, I send my condolences out there to the family. The last story that we gonna do is gonna be it's look, I've been covering that Shaquilla Robinson case, and that case just went into a frenzy. Now they actually had a live investigator from Mexico do a show, and he showed us the room. So the new details, and I think I talked about this on the last social media I did. The new details was that when the people, the maid get there, she already did. That's what they admit now. But they saying that she had on some clothes. Obviously, she didn't have on no clothes in that video when we seen her fighting. You feel me? So these people tried to cover up the murder, but somehow somebody had investigated. If you go over to Mexico and commit this type of crime, that they might get away with it. Now they saying that Mexico don't have Dejanay Johnson, but I think that's not how you say her name. I heard somebody else say it another way. But Dejanay Jackson, and Dejanay Jackson actually is with the feds because see, when you compromise a murder case, that's when the feds come in. Y'all feel me? So ain't nobody really talking about it no more because it was a big case and that girl life is in danger. Whoever custody she in. You feel me? Wherever jail cell she go in. Because she killed her friend. You know, people take that to heart. That's like her sister. You know, so this story right here, I'm going to talk about because this is what's going on, and this is why my girl Chronicle Speaks actually been keeping these stories up. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of it, but we ain't gonna let it play all the way through because this interview is actually 38 minutes long. So we're gonna get into it.
So the saying always goes, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. But nowadays it's hard to differentiate the two because so-called friends will smile in your face and stab you in the back, literally. That's what happened to my next guest, Dejanay, a New Orleans native who was living in Florida, rooming with a woman she thought was her friend when one fateful night that friend turned enemy, Abigail Hennington, stabbed her 6 times after a dispute over Dejanay's missing phone, leaving Dejanay for dead.
She stabbed
the
that
victim
girl.
is still currently in the hospital after undergoing surgery, a blood transfusion, and not to mention the mental anguish. Hearing her screams while being stabbed and then hearing her say, "Please don't let me die," I knew I needed to talk to her. It needs to be out in the forefront so we could teach our girls how to recognize friend from foe. Without further ado, here is Dejanay. Hi everyone, this is Chronicle Speaks, and I am with Dejanay. How are you today?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Just fine. I saw your story on a couple of blogs, and it really caught my eye, and I felt terrible seeing what happened to you. You're actually in the hospital. This is the first interview I've actually done with someone in the hospital, but I wanted you to tell your story. So can you tell everyone who you are, and how did you end up in the hospital?
I'm Dejanay. I'm 24 years old, and I ended up in the hospital from someone who was once a friend. I won't even say she wasn't a friend. She was actually a friend to me, and that's the hardest part, End up stabbing me 6 times, literally twice in the back. So,
someone that you went to school with, someone you grew up with?
No, she's actually someone I met recently. So I won't say she was a long-term friend, but she was like, she didn't give me any bad vibes. We've actually known each other for about 6 to 7 months. I mean, the friendship was going smoothly, greatly. She was actually a good friend.
Okay.
So, people always say, she was never your friend. She was never your friend. She actually was a friend, That's actually the hardest part, to actually have to deal with.
Okay, so what happened? Were you guys roommates? What happened?
Yeah, we was roommates at the time. She actually moved here. We met in Houston, Texas, and we was living in Houston, Texas together. Me and my friend actually had a apartment together, and she was staying with me and my friend at the time. And then she ended up moving to Miami, Florida, with a friend, and they invited me to come live there with them. I was on the verge of moving to Miami, Florida. So
Okay, y'all. Okay, I gotta stop her because she going really long, and I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all feel me? So, okay, so you can actually look that full story up on my Girl Chronicle Speak. So let me catch y'all up and speed on the story. So the bottom line is that her and this lady got to arguing in the apartment. Nobody is in the apartment. A mutual friend is outside in his car, but he used to them maybe having disagreements. So she called her friend crazy, and her friend decided that she from Kill Bill, and calling her crazy is a bad thing. So she told her to call her crazy again. She was gonna show her crazy after she done picked the knife up. The girl like, what you gonna do with the knife? She like, I'm about to show you what I'm gonna do with the knife. They get into an argument, blase split. She goes to go in the stove because she don't think that the girl going to really use the knife. And the girl just starts stabbing her all in her back and all in her legs and stuff. And she was like, oh, because she was already recording the argument. You feel me? And you can and when you listen to it later on, y'all, you can hear her asking the girl to stop stabbing her. She like, please stop. Please stop. And I'm pretty sure the girl like, yeah, you told me I'm crazy. But the bottom line is that she took out a bit of her stomach. She ended up getting out to the door because the girl just gradually letting her die. She asking her to please help her. So she get out the door with her other friend at. He thinks she's laughing and bending over, but she's actually dying. The bottom line is that he asked that girl that stabbed her, why did she do that? She said point blank when she went and packed her clothes up in her room and when it got in her car. She said, I told her I wasn't crazy. I show her crazy. Just like that. So the bottom line is that when the ambulance truck got there, she got talking about the police as well in this video. She said the police wasn't really attentive. They was going to let her die because she said it's some type of law that they couldn't touch the body until the ambulance truck get there. So she had to sit there and suffer. She wanted somebody to hold her hand. They wouldn't nobody hold her hand. I don't think I would have did that. It was just cruel. But the bottom line is that she apologized through the whole interview like it was her fault. So you could tell that she was a good friend, and maybe that was too infectious to the evil person. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I really think that we have to really think about if we around the right people. I actually didn't get snuck a few times in my life with friends. That was my friends. And maybe I got a mouth, and maybe I said something that I was unaware of, because that usually would it be, because I ain't never did nothing cutthroat, towards a friend. But
No, I'm glad the situation came up because
yeah, but what you think about that, Roman, and anybody in the audience, what do y'all really think about the backstabbing of a friend, or have you ever been backstabbed by a good friend? Y'all, let's think about that. So have you ever been Backstabbed by a good friend?
I have.
Oh yeah, that's bold.
And
See, and I think
and it was
I hear you.
then it was a situation that literally just happened. The reason why I'm at my dad's house.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. See, you find out your friends' true colors, y'all, when thick and thin come, when compromising things happen in your life. It's like a drug, like a drunk.
Like
They tell they sober thoughts, you know. I'm sorry,
that could
I'm
have
drunk
been
for that.
me. That could have been me the other day. That could have happened to
Yes,
me the other
see,
day with my roommate.
see, see, that's what I'm saying. You gotta see, don't y'all gotta scream who y'all stay with?
Hmm?
That's why we have to be comfortable on videos we get from people. Yeah, we got to be careful from the vibes that we get from people, or we give to people as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't always give a person a friendly vibe. You know that you ain't friendly 24/7 a day. You know what I'm saying? Like give them your genuine vibe. And I think I just told y'all in the coaching meeting. And you don't have to actually lie about nothing. Because when you start lying one time, you got to keep lying. But in her mind, this young lady was still a friend to her. A friend. This is how it shocks she still. And you see how good she talking? Because them drugs haven't wore off. She haven't got that healing process. See, that's how I was, y'all, when I got hit by the car. I was still in my mind can go and do a lot of things. Like, right? But when they stopped giving me them narcotics, with them Percocets they were giving me, when they stopped giving me them, then that's when I realized I got hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't keep giving you that stuff. They ain't gonna let you get addicted. You do need a little bit more longer, but they don't. That ain't. They let you heal. You know what I'm saying? So she haven't realized that she haven't been stabbed up yet because she still is in the numb. She in that numb. Y'all feel what I'm saying? She in that
So
numb.
I kind
But
of,
she messed
I
up.
kind of feel, I kind of feel some type of way about her roommate because it almost happened to me. Like
Yeah,
it
well,
almost
I'm
happened.
glad it didn't
Like
happen to you.
it almost happened to me like
Well,
2 days ago.
so you gonna have to do something. If that's you don't need to go back to that environment. Then it don't matter if it's apology there or not, right, y'all? You don't need to go to that type of environment because what like abusive and this goes for friends. We don't know that we can be in a domestic violence relationship with a friend, and once your friend get away with putting their hands on you or doing something to you, it ain't gonna do nothing but be worse the next time.
Right.
You know
So
what I'm
like,
saying? It don't
so
move.
like,
Mhm.
like when like yeah, when I had walked downstairs from my bedroom, my roommate told me, "This is your warning. I'm gonna fuck you up."
What'd you do?
I left.
I'm talking about what have you done?
I guess he left his. I guess he left his door cracked. With me
Uh,
being the only one in the house, he wanted to come blame me for it. So he bust into my room.
hold on. Okay, so he got some kind of mental issues going on. Oh well, then you need to have you a different roommate anyway because. But how you gonna move in with somebody and you don't get along with them? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna pray for you because I don't think that that's your vibe. You know
Cause
what I'm saying? So,
it was like when we stayed on Jefferson, we was cool. When we moved to the new apartment, that's when his mind just went ballistic.
so is he taking his medication or something still? See, that's what I'm saying. So you're not safe there. Y'all know it is. I'm telling the truth. I mean, I'm sorry. I got to tell them, but well-being is mental wellness. Mental awareness is what we talking about all the time. But mental illness is so real. It's so real. Like for real.
So the thing that I did, I called the police. I called my staff. I called the owner of the company, and then I also called my support coordinator. They saying the
Mm.
same thing. Your best bet is not to go back.
Exactly, because they can't. It if you go back and you done made reports, can't nobody get there in 5.2 seconds. Y'all know. Look, y'all. It was another story. I just these two kids. These kids. They was like three of them, and they killed this 17-year-old boy. This was like right before Christmas, Thanksgiving weekend, and they asked the little boy. Well, actually, him and the little girl was actually broke up, and I guess the little girl now I found out that she just didn't want to break up with him. So she invited him over to a friend's house where they decided that they was going to kill him. Now they thought it was going to be really easy and simple. And this, I noticed that things happen like this too. Every time you think something gonna go really quick and simple, it's something that stops it. It's something that you got to be really messy all of a sudden. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So what they did was shot him about 7 or 8 times and he didn't die. He kept trying to go out the door. So they told, let him go, whatever, whatever. But he did collapse outside the house. The guy who ended up pulling the trigger, he just started mutilating the body with a knife. So they saying the investigator said that he actually kept reliving that adrenaline rush. He kept trying to get that rush. Like they said, killing is like a drug. It's like a hit or something. And they said that he had got that hit of kill and knew he probably wasn't going to be able to do it again. So he just started, just killing it, trying to get that same rush of taking somebody out. So, hey, Derek, I can actually say, hey, who is that? Jonah?
Hey,
Is
everyone.
that
Hey,
Jonah?
everybody.
Hey, y'all, we be into our tough conversation. But I can actually say that you can try to do something that's really simple and it can be really hard to kill. That's the point blank. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to kill that girl, stab her 6 times, and didn't see and have no remorse behind it because the girl actually lived. You feel me? So the bottom line is that somebody ended up calling her and asked her, did she want to press charges against the girl or let her go because they had the girl in the car with them. She said she went off on that person for a minute, but then she got herself together. And that person assured her that he wasn't trying to work nothing. So he took her to go turn herself in, which she wasn't going to do. So he ended up playing with her a little bit and called the police on her at a place that they order a sandwich at. She never got that sandwich. And he got her ass arrested, And the bottom line is that she feel like the girl should get about 20 years for what she did. You know what I'm saying? So I think anybody should get years,
Yeah.
but So I hope that we don't have no friends like that in our life, y'all. I hope that y'all don't have no friends like that in y'all life because it's gonna be a bummer. It's gonna be a bummer if that ever happened to anybody that I know or I have actually came across. Y'all feel me? And remember, y'all, you don't be all strong and cocky when you with your friends, when you with your sisters, when you with your family. You be vulnerable. You be laid back. That's not your energy to be protecting yourself. Y'all feel me? So you gotta imagine a lot of people that have actually got hurt because that wasn't their energy at the time. They wasn't in combat mode. So I actually can say me being in the streets, I'm always in combat mode. I'm always, everywhere I go. You feel me? So maybe that's teaching a lot of people a lesson. You feel what I'm saying? Be in combat mode, you know what I'm saying? But Roman, I think social media buzz was really nice tonight. What you think?
I believe it was good too. It was great.
Yeah, it was really great. And you doing really good. You starting to talk more, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep at it, until we execute our social media buzz. So make sure y'all tap in our social media buzz next Friday at 12 a.m. Y'all feel me? We'll be right back on. We'll be right back on with our next following week. Recaps probably from today. Y'all know if there's any updates, I'm gonna give them to y'all. But with that said and done, y'all, all work and no play. All work and no play this weekend. So now y'all get y'all some rest, because I am. And I want to thank you. I really thank you. I enjoyed you too, Terry. I enjoyed you too, Ashley. I enjoyed each and every one of you that's actually on here. It was really turned up. Yeah, like like we're gonna get Roman to talk a little bit more, but he did great. Better than when we first go back to some of our first ones. He was on there like, I guess so. I think so. Whatever you said. You know what I'm saying? So he doing a lot better. He started to say what he said. He started to say how he feel. He started to come on in on that conversation a little bit more. Y'all feel me? So that's it. And practice make perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoy everybody tonight. I'm gonna enjoy everybody to do the what, Roman? The replay. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all do the replay, and we're going to let y'all get on up out of here. So good night, everybody. Good night, Roman.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Auntie.
Okay, bye-bye, Black. Dang, bye-bye.